about 30 minutes to cook the cornbread, and then I let it cool for about 5 minutes, and we're gonna see how it came out. Hey everyone, Dave here, back in the kitchen, and today we're making the ultimate cottage cheese keto cornbread. This is it. This is gonna be the #1 keto cornbread recipe in the world. I can sense it, I can feel it, I just know it. I don't know, I've never tried it before. Let's see how it goes. We're gonna start off by preheating our oven to 350. We're supposed to use a cast iron skillet. You can probably use a normal pan, but I asked ChatGPT to create the world's best, and it said we need to use that cast iron skillet. So we'll come back to that. But I don't actually think you need to use that. I think you can use any old pan. But it wants me to put my cast iron, it says 10 inches. Is this 10 inches? Also, it's rusty. Is that bad if I have a rust on my cast iron? It probably just adds flavor, right? Maybe I should try to rinse that. Why do I get the weird feeling that this video ends with me burning my hand, taking that out of the oven? Hopefully that doesn't happen. All right, got my little ninja choppy thing. Need an extension cord. Actually, you know what? I'll go do it over there so I don't have to get an extension cord. We want to basically food process 1 cup of cottage cheese in a food processor. It doesn't need to be the Ninja Chop, that's just what I use. I'm not sponsored by them, but I should be because the amount I sell. I'm sure a lot of people buy Ninja Chops after seeing this because they are pretty useful. I guess if you have a really good product, you don't need to market it that much. It'll just sell itself. Let me just get cottage cheese all over the countertop just to trigger any OCD folks out there. It's not on purpose, I just, you know, I'm a slob. So 1 cup of cottage cheese, and we're gonna process that up. Just get all these cords here, we figured it out. I have a dream of having an island that's got a power plug in it, but I recently heard they're like making it illegal to put power plugs in your island because it's just stay, don't. All right, whatever, I'll just hold the other part of the cord. Okay, let's just blend this up. Yeah, that looks pretty good. Yeah, I'm hearing they're not allowing builders to put power cords in the island anymore because it can be a fire hazard or something along those lines. Which means I just need to find an older house that already has one. We then want to grab ourselves a mixing bowl. I know mine looks like a dog bowl, but I actually did buy these at IKEA for the sake of cooking, and then after I got them, like, these kind of look like what you'd give your dog to drink out of, but whatever. See, now what I want is clear bowls. That's the new goal, is to get clear bowls like all the fancy cooks do on YouTube, because then you can see through the bowl and see what's inside and see what's mixing up, and it's just really nice. It's a nice effect. So we put our cottage cheese into a bowl, like so. I know you're thinking, you're like, Dave, just go buy clear bowls, but there's a reason I'm not. I need a 1/4 cup of unsalted butter, that's like a half a stick. It's because I'm waiting for someone to post some for sale on daveskitchenmarket.com. That's my website where people can like buy and sell and trade their kitchen stuff. And I want to support someone over there, so I put in a request. There's a little area where you can put in a request. I put in a request, hey, looking for these. So I'm hoping someone goes in there and lists some clear bowls that I can buy. Because I'd rather buy it from them and support them than buy it from like Amazon or Target or something. So we gotta melt up our 1/4 stick of butter. That's our next ingredient. But yeah, make sure you guys go to daveskitchenmarket.com and become like a member, like follow the shop, it's free. That way you can get notifications if people are selling on there, if there's new messaging in there, if I send a message out, you'll get a notification, that sort of stuff. It's kind of cool. It's a nice little community areas for us to hang out and share recipes, ideas, things like that. You know, nice way to create a little community. So here's our melted butter. It's melted enough, I'd say. Add that in with the cottage cheese. I'm excited. I love a good cornbread, but it's really hard to get a good cornbread, obviously, on keto. We're now gonna add 3 eggs to the bowl at room temperature. Now mine are not at room temperature, so what do? Do I just sit on them like a chicken? How do I make them? We're gonna see if we're gonna warm up an egg. I don't think it's gonna work. But I'm gonna sit on it softly.
No, go all the way down.
It's working! Huh, look at that, guys. It does work. You have to have a soft chair. So...
Go on the floor. Go on the floor.
What if I do it on the counter?
Do it.
I don't think that's gonna work as well. So this is like just guidance. Yeah, you gotta use a soft chair. I asked ChatGPT, AI, if I can microwave them. It says no, you can't microwave them. That would mess it up. Okay, so you want to break these in without getting any shells? Oh gosh, there's probably no shells. You want 3 of them. 2, and let's do our 3rd egg, and then I'll do a quick shell check. Oh yeah, there's definitely a shell in it, guys. And I know you're probably like, Dave, why are you disobeying the recipe and using cold eggs? Because I also asked ChatGPT, who me and this AI came up with this recipe through conversational discovery, as you may say. And it said it's not a huge deal if they're cold. It just might slightly alter the texture, but not in a big way. All right, then you want to take a 1/4 cup of heavy cream. If you can get it open. What the heck? I'm gonna have to go ask my wife to open it for me. My hands are wet, which is making this hard. Got it. 1/4 cup of heavy cream goes in next. I know you're like, Dave, but how is this cornbread? How is it gonna taste like cornbread? What's happening? Well, we haven't done the dry ingredients yet. That's coming next. We also want 1 teaspoon of, this is a hard one, cornbread extract. 0 carbohydrate cornbread extract. I had to get this on Amazon. I can put the link below, but it's literally flavor concentrate of cornbread, 0 calories, 0 glycemic. So that's the secret ingredient, guys. I gave it away. Was it like child-proof or something? How do you open this thing? Close tightly, push down while turning. Okay, look at this. It's like I'm doing a science experiment. I need a little more than that. It calls for 1 teaspoon of this. Okay, that's a 1/2 teaspoon. Oh no, I just got olive oil in it too. I'll tell you what happened. This is what happened. I recently used this spoon for some olive oil in a different recipe. And I didn't wash it because I just did it like 10 minutes ago. And so now I got a tiny bit of olive oil in there. Don't add olive oil. All right, 1 teaspoon of cornbread extract. It can't be cornbread extract. They're not extracting it from cornbread. I don't know what it is. It's just cornbread flavor concentrate. I just realized I screwed up, guys. Pretty bad. Let me mix this up while we talk about it. Technically, I was supposed to use corn extract, not cornbread concentrate. So, yeah. We're gonna proceed with this experiment because I still think it could be good, but here's why it matters. Let me tell you why it matters. Let me mix this up really good. Corn extract is not as intense. Cornbread concentrate is a much more intense concentrated flavor. So technically, what I'm learning is I should have used like a 1/2 teaspoon, maybe 1/4 or 1/2 teaspoon of this concentrate that I got. But I was using the measurement if I had actually found corn extract, which I guess I misread the recipe or screwed up. And I got cornbread concentrate instead of corn extract. You know what, guys? It's still gonna be fine. And even if it's not, we're gonna proceed because we're gonna see if the texture and everything are right. And you can always just get corn extract and use that instead. Or get this and use 1/2 as much if it's too corny. Really, the only risk we have right now is it might be too corny, too cornbready, and I will let you know when I taste it at the end, but it shouldn't affect the texture or anything like that. So I think we're still okay to proceed. I just wanted you to know I screwed up because that's what I do on the show, not on purpose, just because I have very bad attention to detail. All right, so I did ask ChatGPT what we could do to adjust this recipe to fix my fail. That way, if people wanted to copy my recipe exactly, they still could. And so what it says is when I add my almond flour, which I'm doing now, we're gonna now mix our dry ingredients. Normally we would use a 1/2 cup, but instead, because we're doing this new custom recipe on the fly, it says to add 2 extra tablespoons of the almond flour, and that will help balance the aggressive cornbread flavoring I put in there. I will say this, I know a good cornbread when I have one, so I'll let you know for real if it's good or not. Also, my wife grew up in North Carolina, so she's actually a professional cornbread taster. I think that's actually, you know, something they learned growing up there. So she'll let you know too, right, Tina? She's walking by. Oh, I just added a 1/4 teaspoon, or 1/4 cup of coconut flour. I have this dream too to get all these canisters and put all my flours in it. This is not coconut. Oh, this is what I added. Coconut flour, just kidding. But I'm gonna try to get those from daveskitchenmarket.com too, because yeah. That way I don't need to use these plastic bags. I can just pour them into like an airtight thing. Okay, so take our 1/4 cup again. We want to get us some flaxseed meal and add that to our mix here. Making a mess, of course. A horse is a horse, of course, of course. So a 1/4 cup of the flaxseed meal and a 1/4 cup of allulose or some other keto sweetener that you like. Can I dump it in there? Oh yeah, that's kind of working. That's fancy. And like that. Just making a little mess. Someone commented the other day and said, well, I'm clearly never gonna learn anything about cooking from you, but boy, it makes me feel better about my cooking, so I'm gonna keep watching. Thought that was a pretty funny comment. All right, then we want to add our baking powder, which I'm running out of. We need a teaspoon of it. I gotta remember to order more next time. Teaspoon of baking powder. And then a ½ teaspoon of baking soda as well, like that. Then we want to add a ½ teaspoon of salt. Where'd my salt go? But yeah, really guys, if you haven't checked out daveskitchenmarket.com yet, my website, you really should. It's an awesome site. It's a cool place to hang out. There's people chatting in there about their recipes. I'm in there. It's a ½ teaspoon of salt. It's a little low. But there's also tons of awesome deals on great pre-owned kitchen stuff, collectible kitchen stuff. There's new kitchen stuff, everything you could possibly need sitting there on daveskitchenmarket.com. Use code COOKINGWITHDAVE to save $5 off your first order of $10 or more. Smoked paprika, optional, but I'm choosing yes on the smoked paprika. It says to add ½ teaspoon of it. That's all our dry ingredients. We're gonna mix it up. Mix it up, mix it up, mix it up. And then this is gonna go into our wet, I believe, but let me just mix it first and I'll double check. Really my goal on Dave's Kitchen Market is to be, it's all run on this platform called District, where people can create their own sites and, you know, allow people they trust to come sell on there, and people can like communicate. It's kind of like a Discord, it's like a community thing. But there's like rankings of where you're ranked on District. And we're currently ranked number 29, I think. My goal is to get in the top 5. My goal is to get in the top 5. But I need you guys to go help me out by following my marketplace over there. That would be a huge favor to me. I'd really appreciate it. I'll put the link down below. Just go in, create an account, and follow my marketplace. I think you'll end up liking it and sticking around, but even if you just do that, that would be an awesome favor to me. Okay, so we need to avoid dense texture, it says, but I'm supposed to slowly add in the wet to the dry. So the wet to go over here. I don't know if I have enough volumetric space to actually make this happen. Interesting. Maybe I do. I'll go for it. It'll be an adventure if nothing else. Set this over here. We're gonna start adding a little bit of this. It says not to overmix it though, because if we overmix it, it will become too dense. So I'm just gonna like softly stir it up. Give it a little softer here. Nice soft mixy mix. All right, let's add a little more. Oh man, it smells like cornbread. That's interesting. It smells a lot like cornbread. Again, we're just mixing it up, and let's add this last little bit. And when I say last little bit, I mean a ton. It said to whisk it, so I probably should use the whisk, right, instead of the fork. Does that make a difference? You guys would know that sort of stuff. You're all probably better at cooking than me. Thank you for watching anyways, though. I do appreciate it, even though I'm not the best cook. There's a ton of you out there that are supporting me, and I really appreciate that support. All right, I think that's probably mixed enough, hopefully. I mean, I gotta make sure the stuff at the bottom is in there, but yeah, I think we're good. All right, we're about to try our hardest to not burn myself. I got 1 tablespoon of butter. I'm gonna pull out the super hot, spicy skillet here. Now you can add, ooh, that's real hot. I can feel it through it. Add your tablespoon of unsalted butter and kind of swirl it around. And you can also add jalapeños, diced jalapeños to your cornbread mix before you do this step. Wow, that is hot. It is scorching hot. I'm just gonna get that all melted and spread around. And then we want to pour our cornbread mix in here, which is not super pourable, but I think I'm gonna need my spatula again. I would say I've probably burnt my hand doing a thing like this by grabbing the handle like 50 times in my life. So I'm really cognizant of that, and I'm trying hard not to do that again, because it's really terrible when you do it. So spread your cornbread out on the skillet. Huh, this definitely is interesting. Very interesting. The butter's like all around it. Maybe I used too much butter. And now we wanna put it back into the oven, 350 degrees for 25 to 30 minutes. Hopefully it's gonna come out amazing. I will say historically, anything cottage cheese baking takes way longer than they say in ChatGPT. I'm gonna do the 30 minutes and we'll check on it. All right guys, we're back. It was about 30 minutes to cook the cornbread, and then I let it cool for about 5 minutes, and we're gonna see how it came out. It kind of looks like a good texture. I'm trying to remember not to touch this side here because it's gonna be super scorching hot. Let's make sure this comes out. I don't know if a fork is the right tool for this, guys. Whatever, good enough. Oh, but I left some of my crispy edge in there. Okay, there we go. I got a piece out. See, look, some of the bottom's stuck. Anyways, that's our cornbread right there. Very interesting. I'm gonna try it. Let's just try a bite. Just go in. Oh, spilling. Good news is it's not overly corny. I thought it might be overly corny because all that corn concentrate stuff, cornbread concentrate, but it's not. It's pretty good. I think it tastes like cornbread. Although I'm almost getting like a banana bread vibe too, even though there's no banana in it, which is weird to me, but I'm not hating it. Let me try it with some butter. It's quite good. Another thing, like I said, I'm thrown off with is like almost got a banana flavor. Maybe not. I gotta get Tina to test it. Tina, you wanna test this? I'm gonna bring it to you.
Do you think it tastes like it?
I think it tastes, Tina's gonna try it. I think it tastes like cornbread. You can try that piece there.
Hush puppy maybe?
Yeah, I almost thought it tasted like banana bread, weirdly.
Oh, it does.
It does taste like banana bread, but it's not bad.
No.
It's like a corn and a banana flavor. I'm weirded out by it though. Or is that just in our heads? Because I said it. If I hadn't said it,
No,
would you?
I thought it smelled like it. But
Yeah.
I took a bite.
Let's smell that corn stuff. So we kind of failed, really.
Oh.
It tastes good, but it doesn't really taste like cornbread. And
More like
she said it doesn't have the texture of cornbread either. So that's like a double fail.
It's quite good though.
It's good. It's good. What we've determined is it's good. We're not quite sure what it is. Maybe we should call it cornana bread or banorna bread or something like that. Because it has a weird banana-y flavor, but like not a bad banana-y flavor, but it also tastes a little bit like cornbread. It's kind of the texture of cornbread and it's kind of the texture of banana bread. I don't know if you want to try it. You might want to try it. It's interesting. I would eat this.
So think of it this way. When I went to take a bite, it smelled like banana bread, so I'm like, I'm eating banana bread. But if you really taste it without thinking about it, it tastes like corn.
I like this. Okay, so if you believe it tastes like corn strongly enough, we did cornbread. I don't know. Let me try another piece. I'm so perplexed.
Think of strawberries.
It's like banana bread. I don't understand it.
Hold
It's got to be that extract I used. I think it's this extract. It kind of smells banana-y. Smell that.
So it does have a hint of banana, but then it smells like popcorn butter.
Well, I'm not going to go ahead and lie and tell you that this is the world's best cottage cheese cornbread because for some reason it tastes like banana bread. It's very good banana bread, though. Yeah, it's healthy banana bread, guys. So if you don't even like cornbread and you're just watching because you wanted to watch me screw up a recipe and you do like banana bread, hey, cook this and have some banana bread. I don't know what else to say. It doesn't taste like cornbread. It's weird. How hot is that? Pretty hot. All right, thank you for watching anyways, guys. Make sure you subscribe. Hopefully the next one goes better. We'll see you next time. Bye-bye.